All right, everyone, good morning.
Good
So,
morning, sir.
Good morning.
last week we start the logic gates lesson, and we are going to continue that lesson onwards, right? So, last week we learned about the categories of the logic gates. So, we get to know that there are two major categories regarding the logic gates, which is the basic logic gates and the combinational logic gates. And under the basic logic gates, there are three types of gates, which is NOT, AND, and OR. And under the combinational logic gates, you get to know that there is something called NAND and NOR gates, right? And later we get to know what's the nature of the basic gates and what are the truth tables that we can find regarding each and every gate, right? And we get to know that NOT gate is doing the NOT operation, or like the inversion, whatever it is being received, and AND gate is doing the Boolean multiplication, which is something very similar to the mathematical multiplication. And we get to know that the OR gate is doing Boolean addition, which is somewhat closer to the mathematical addition, but 1 plus 1 is giving you 1 in here according to the Boolean addition, right? Then we talked about the combinational gates, which is the NAND gate and the NOR gates. So NAND gate is doing the multiplication and the inversion then after, right? And NOR gate, it do the Boolean addition and then invert that addition, right? So likewise, we get to know about the NAND and NOR gates. And later, we get to know how to obtain an output regarding a particular gate, or like a particular using, like through a particular circuit, right? When you are given some particular inputs, right? And then I gave you some circuits to be done for your homework, right? So I think I have taken those circuits from the Sinhala medium section. So let me take it from there as well. Hold on. Yeah, these are the things I have taken. So yeah, hold on a minute, people. Yeah, let's do it right over here, so it will be easier for us to manage. Hold on. Yeah. Okay, so these are the things that we have to go through and to take the output. So let's see how this is happening. And before that, is everyone completed these questions with you? Has everyone completed these questions with
Yes,
you?
sir.
Okay, great, great. Right, so let me take the first one. Right, in the first circuit, what you can see is there is an input called A and there is another input called B, right? Both the inputs are being given to the, send it through a NOT gate. So when the input A send it through this NOT gate, this is going to produce you A bar, or you can write it as A dash, right? And this B, once it is went through this NOT gate, it's going to give you B dash or B bar. And then here we have an AND gate, right? So AND gate is there to do what? The Boolean multiplication, right? So whatever the variables that is being received will be multiplied. So A bar and B bar will be multiplied together and it will create A bar dot B bar. So it's better you have the brackets, right? Right, sorry for that disturbance. So then you are going to take the C, it will be sent over here as well. So this O gate will be received A bar dot B bar from one hand and C from the other hand. So which gives you, since this is an O gate, you are going to add these things up. A bar dot B bar plus C will be taken as the output. Or else you can write it on the other way around, right? So like you can say it like C plus A bar dot B bar as well. Right? So either the ways you can obtain the answer. All right, who got this correct? Yes, people? Raise your hand. Okay, right. Great. Oh, well done. There are many. There are many. Very good. Very good. All right. If you got any mistakes, it's time for you to do the corrections. So I'll give you 1 minute. So go through the workings that you have done. So do any corrections if you need to do, right? Right. So the second one. So in the second one, you have X and Y as inputs. It's go through an OR gate first. So you are going to receive what? X plus Y as your output, right? It's better you have the brackets around it. And from this Z, it will provide a Z over here. So to this AND gate, X plus Y will be a one input and Z will be another input, right? So AND gate will perform the multiplication. So it will give you Z dot X plus Y as the output, right? So when it is moving through a NOT gate, it's going to give you a very big bar above it, right? So that means you are going to receive Z dot X plus Y's total bar. Or else you can say Z dot X plus Y, you can have a bigger bracket and put a dash after that, right? So either the way are going to give you the marks. Right, who got this correct? The second one? Oh, that's great. Okay, great, great, simple stuff. Right, so if you do any errors, you have any errors, it's time for you to do the corrections. Right, moving to the third one. Right, in third one, you got P as the input for this particular NOT gate. So this is going to give you a P bar. And since you got Q over here, you are going to have Q over here. So when these two runs through the OR gate, it's going to give you P bar plus Q. right? And that is going to be the input, one input for this NAND gate. This is a NAND gate, right? And this R is going to be another input. So this will give you R dot P bar plus Q. That is the multiplication. So NAND gate does what? Multiply and invert. So multiplication, to indicate the invert, you can have a big bar above it. Or else you can use R dot P bar plus Q. And out of that, big brackets are there. Then you can put a dash, which indicates the same thing. Right? Okay, who got this correct? All right, brilliant. Okay, so people, it's time for your corrections. Right, so yeah, if you are not getting these things, you can always ask the questions, right? So do the corrections. I'll give you 1 minute. Right, so the fourth one. Fourth one can be gone like this. It has A and B for the input for this NAND gate. So the output generates from it is like A dot B's total bar, right? Or you can say A dot B's dash, like we can put a bracket and have a dash, right? Like this. A dot B dash, right? Then, since this NOT gate is receiving C from here, it will produce you a C dash or a C bar. And that C bar and A dot B total bar will be the inputs for this OR gate. So, which will give you, excuse me, which will give you what? C bar plus A dot B total bar, which should be within brackets. Right? And that's going to be the input for this AND gate, one of the inputs. And the other input is taken from the B column, or like the B line. right? And from here, it's going to receive B. So from the AND gate, the output is going to be what? B dot C bar plus A dot B total bar. Some unwanted bars were like there, yes. A dot B's total bar. Right? Or you can write it on the other way around as well. C bar plus A dot B total bar within brackets dot B. Okay. Now, who got all four correct? Anyone? My little one is there, so you can find some noises. Very good. There are three people. There are four actually, who got everything correct. Okay, so it's time for you to do the corrections. So do your corrections. Then we can move to the next topic. People, give me a second. All right, people, any questions or any unclear place regarding this diagramming part? Okay, seems no. So we are moving to the next topic. Right, so excuse me. Oh, my board went down. All right, so today we are going to learn to draw a circuit when you are given an expression. Now, previously what you have done is you get to know how to take the output when a particular circuit is given, right? So today you are going to learn how to draw the circuit, how to draw that circuit when you are given a particular expression, right? So let's see how that's can be done. Right. Oh, something wrong with my board. Hold on, people. What's going on? Never mind, I'll go with the fresh one. Okay, so The heading is going to be like this. Constructing a logic circuit for a given expression. Right. So to illustrate this, I will take an example. Draw a logic circuit for the expression A plus B bar dot C. Right? So our expression is A plus B bar dot C. So the first thing that you have to do when you are trying to develop a particular a logic circuit out of this. So the first thing that you need to do is recognize or determine how many different variables are there in the expression, right? And again, people, I'm just writing these first step, second step, and third step just for the illustration, right? You don't need to do it when you are like doing the things in your examination, right? You just directly draw the circuit and show, right? But I'm explaining it step by step. That's why I'm writing these things, right? So the first step is determine number of variables in the expression, right? So what we can do is we can simply look into the expression. What is the expression that we got? This is the expression we got. And what we can do is we can simply recognize how many different letters are there. It doesn't matter those letters, in which form those letters are, whether it is explained as a X or whether it is explained as a X bar, it doesn't matter. So it's just one letter for us, right? So if it is X bar, the variable is X. If it is X, again, the variable is X, right? So just one variable in that case. So in our case, we have A plus B bar dot C. So there are three different letters. That means three different variables are there in the expression, right? So that is what we are going to determine first, simple stuff, right? So I can say there are three different variables in the expression which are A, B, and C, right? So the next step, the second step, is like drawing input lines for each and every variable. right? So how we are going to draw this? It's a simple thing that we have to do, right? We just got three variables, A, B, and C. So we draw three input lines like this. Why we are called them as input lines? When we have these lines, any point that you are going to take from this A line is going to indicate an A. And we are jumping over the other lines that we are meeting. It is because in circuits, we can't cross the circuits. So we have to jump over another line. Otherwise, they are going to be short circuit, right? So if you want to take a line B, you can take a line B like this. If you want to take line C, you can take a C. Later, if you want another A, you can take another A like this, right? So likewise, input lines are there for you to help when you are taking the signal from any particular variable. Right, the third point is the most important point. The third point is considering the order in brackets, not and or the circuit will be completed. Right, so that means considering the order in O, it's better I say in the expression, hold on. Right, in the expression, the circuit will be completed. Right, so you have to consider these four operators. What are those? The brackets, the not operator, the AND operator, and the O operator. In your expression, in the given order, so that means brackets will be given the highest priority, not operator will be given the next priority, and the next, and then the O, the very last priority. So considering those things, then you are going to construct your circuit according to the given expression, right? So the expression that we are trying to build up is what? A plus B bar dot C, and it is within the brackets. So in the early stage, we have drawn the three input lines, A, B, and C, right? And then now we are going to consider the expression, the one over here. So when we look into this, we can see an O operation, which indicates by the plus. There are brackets. And inside the bracket, we can find AND operation and a NOT operation, right? So we got all four operators in our expression, right? So the first priority is given for the brackets. That means this, right? So once we consider the brackets, we have to consider the inside of the brackets because there is no any gates to be represent the brackets. Giving the priority for the brackets means we have to consider what is inside the brackets. Right, so inside the brackets, you can find an AND operator using the dot and NOT operator. So according to the order that we were talking about over here, we consider about the brackets, then we are going to consider about the NOT operator inside the brackets. So that means we have to create a NOT operator first. That means we have to create B bar first. So I'm taking a line from B. I am fixing a NOT gate in front of it, and this will give me a B bar. Right? So once you are done with the NOT operator, then you have to consider with the AND operator. Now look at the AND operator. AND operator happens in between C and B bar. Right? So we have a B bar over here. So then we have to take a C to do the AND operation with the B bar. So simply we have taken a line from the C, and then we are going to run these two inputs through an AND gate, which is going to give you B bar dot C. Right, so B bar dot C will be output. That means this bracket is done. So now we are coming out of the bracket. So when we are coming out of the bracket, we have this plus operator. That means O operator. It is the only operator that we have in this scenario, right? So what are we going to do is we are going to create that O operation in between A and with this big portion, right? So we have that big portion over here. We have created it already. So in this case, we only need a line from A. So this will give you A for your circuit. Then once you flow this B bar dot C and A through O gate, it will give you the final answer, which is A plus B bar dot C. People, is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. So if you got any questions, you can ask during that you are taking down the note, right? So let's take this down. Right. So you can start from the beginning and you can go step by step. Right. Okay. Copy it down, people. Let me know when you are done, people. People, one is done. How about the others? Anyone who is still writing?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Let me know when you're done. All right. I'm moving the screen a little bit upward. And I'll reduce the size so everyone can see it. Okay, complete the rest. Are we done, people?
No, sir.
Okay, let me know when you are done. Sanuja, any question?
Dad, it says power is pretty.
Okay, Sanuja. Okay, anyone who is still doing this? All right, so I'm going to move forward. Right, great. So we can do some exercises, right? So, yeah, write down the question, people. I will read it to you, right? So you can write down. So write down the question like this. Draw the circuits. Hold on a second, people. Right. Yeah, I can give you the question now. So I will write it down, people. So you may copy it to your book and try out the circuits, right? So let me write the question. Give me a second, Lama. My pen is giving me some hard times. Okay, that's not good. All right, people, I'm very sorry. My pen is not functioning, so you have to write it down. I'll read it to you. So write it like this. Let's say it like this. Draw the circuits, draw the circuits, draw the circuits for the following expressions. Draw the circuits for the following expressions.
So following.
For the following expressions. Right, so I'll show you the expressions. Hold on, people. I'm trying to cover this up. So come on. Yeah, no, it's okay. Seems it's okay. No, still it is giving me some hard time. No, I hate this. Give me a second, give me a second. All right, so these are going to be the expressions. So write it down. And you have to draw the circuits for each and every expression. Right, so take your time. So after 5 minutes, I'm going to draw the first circuit. So don't panic. Take your time, draw it slowly. Get to know how we are going to do this.
See you tomorrow.
All right, people. I was trying to copy that to the where we were doing the thing, so it's not successful yet. So, are we done with the first one? Anyone who is still drawing the first one?
saya පළවෙනි කිව් මේ උත්තරේ පොඩ්ඩක් දෙන්න.
පුතේ පැහැදිලි නැහැ කියන එක.
මේ පළවෙනි එකේ ආන්සර් එක පොඩ්ඩක් පෙන්නන්නකෝ සර්.
එන්නේ දැන් මේ ආන්සර් කරන්න හදන්නේ පුතේ. ඔහොම ඉන්න. ෆස්ට් එක ඇඳලා ඉවරද? තාම අඳින අය ඉන්නවද? try කරන අය ඉන්නවද? Otherwise I can start drawing that. Okay, so here I'm going to draw the first one. Let me copy this. Right, so let's draw this. There are three input lines, A, B, and C. Right? And what we are going to do is, we are going to draw A bar plus B bar dot C. So first we have to consider about these brackets. That is the order that we are going to go. So inside the bracket, you have a B bar and a dot. So first you are going to create the B bar. That means you are going to take a line from B and you are going to draw a NOT gate in front of it, which is going to give you a B bar. Since you are done with the NOT part, you have to do with B bar dot C, right? B bar, to do B bar dot C, you have to take a line from C, which gives you C. Now B bar is already over here and C is already over here. Then now what we have to do is we have to send through an AND gate. So this is going to give you B bar dot C. Right? That means you are done with this big portion with the brackets. Now you have to take care of the things which are outside the bracket. So if you think about the outside, there is a bar over here and there is a plus over here. So bar indicates not, plus indicates O. Right? So first let's consider about the NOT part, because that is the order, right? So now I'm going to take a line from A and I'm going to flow it through a NOT gate, which is going to give you a bar. And then that line needs to be taken through an O gate to find the final answer. So this is going to give you A bar plus B bar dot C. People, is that clear? Who got this correct? Right, very good. Very good. Great, brilliant. Okay, so go for the second one. I'm going to do the second one within a few minutes, right? Situpa, let me see what you have done. Command. Yes, Situpa maybe the and that get to work no problem. That is correct. That is correct. Podi අවුලක් තියෙනවා. B bar එක හදලා නැහැ හැබැයි. Right? B bar එක missing. B bar එක හදා ගන්න ඕනේ.
Okay.
Okay. Anyone who is still doing with the second one? That's good. Okay, so I'm going to draw the second one. So this is the second one. So in the second one, we got only two inputs, A and B only, right? So we need a line for A and a line for B. And there are two brackets. And these two brackets are in the same level. So you don't need to worry about which is going to be drawn first. You can choose any bracket to be drawn, right? So I'm going to consider the first bracket, which is A and A plus B. So inside the first bracket, there's only one operator, which is the plus, right? So what I'm going to do is simply I'm taking a line A and a line B, and I'm sending it through O gates. So that gives me A plus B, right? So the first bracket is done. So when I'm coming out of the first bracket, I can see a dot operator and another bracket. So brackets takes the priority, right? For that reason, I need to do this. So inside that bracket, I've got two not operators and a one plus, that means O operator. So first of all, I have to give the priority for the not operators. So that means I have to take a line from A and fix a NOT gate to create A bar. And then I have to take a line from B, put a NOT gate to create a B bar, right? Then, since you are done with the NOT operators, now you have to take care of the O operator. right? Okay. So to deal with the O operator, these two lines must be flow through an O gate, which provide me A bar plus B bar. Now this bracket is done as well as this. Now I only left with the AND operator. So AND operator happens in between those two brackets. That means this line plus this line needs to be sent through an AND gate. So then I will be receiving A plus B dot A bar plus B bar as my final output. Okay, who got this correct? All right, very good. Okay, brilliant, brilliant. There are, yeah, 13 people who have got it correct. 14, 15, 16, 17. Very good. And 18. Yes, great, great. Okay, go for the third one, people. Go for the third one. I'll draw it within another 2 minutes. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Third expression. Let me show you the expressions. These are the expressions. Okay, anyone who is still drawing the third one? All right, okay. All right, people, let's do it like this because I have to attend my little one's interview by 10:30. So I have to leave sharp at 10. So there is only 3 minutes to be left. So you people complete with the third one and the fourth one. When we meet on next week, physically, we will draw these two things, right? So I'm going to end the session from this point, right? You people take your time and draw the things, right? And we'll discuss about these two things when we meet next week, right? So I'll see you all next week for the same time that we meet physically, right? So I'll see you on there. So until then, thank you very much, everyone. Have a very nice day. Right, okay, people. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Right, okay, right, okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.